This video is going to review complex sentences. First, let's review sentence types. There are three main types of sentences: simple sentences, compound sentences, and complex sentences. Let's look at clauses first of all, because clauses are what sentences are made of. All sentences are made of clauses, and a clause is a piece of a sentence that contains both a subject and a predicate. And you should remember from previous lessons that a subject is who or what the sentence is about, and the predicate is what the subject does, feels, or is. There are two main types of these clauses. There is an independent clause, meaning that it can stand by itself as a complete thought, as a complete sentence. There is also what is called a subordinate clause. They cannot stand by itself. They are not complete sentences. So first of all, let's look at the simple sentence. A simple sentence is one independent clause. So let's look at this sentence. I went to the store. We have the subject, I. We have a predicate, went to the store. So that makes it a clause, and it is independent. It can stand by itself. It is a complete sentence because it has a complete thought. Now let's look at the compound sentences. A compound sentence is made up of two independent clauses. And those independent clauses are joined with a conjunction, like and, or but. So let's add to the sentence from the last slide. I went to the store and I bought some milk. This is a compound sentence. First, we have the subject I, with the predicate went to the store. That is an independent clause, has both a subject and a predicate, and can stand by itself. We also have the subject I, with the predicate bought some milk. That too is an independent clause, has a subject, has a predicate, and can stand by itself. But what makes this a compound sentence is that it has the conjunction and, connecting the two complete sentences together. Also notice the comma directly before the and. As you learned in previous lessons, when we're connecting two complete sentences with a conjunction like and, we need the comma before it. So this is a compound sentence. The final type of sentence we're going to review is the complex sentence. The complex sentence has at least one subordinate clause. Remember, those are the clauses that cannot stand by themselves. And at least one independent clause. So let's look at the sentence below. After I went to the store, I was tired. We have the subject I, with the predicate went to the store. But after I went to the store isn't a complete sentence. It's not a complete independent clause. That is a subordinate clause. Let's look at the second half of the sentence. I is the subject. Was tired is the predicate. I was tired is an independent clause. You could take away the first half of that sentence, after I went to the store, and the sentence would still make sense. I was tired. It's a complete thought. So when we combine the first part, after I went to the store, which is a subordinate clause, and I was tired, which is an independent clause, now we have a complex sentence. One other thing to help you figure out if it's a complex sentence is the word after. After is a different type of conjunction called a subordinate conjunction. Subordinating conjunctions can really help you find complex sentences. Here is a list of the most common subordinating conjunctions. I would suggest referring to this often, maybe jotting it down in your notes that you keep next to your computer as you work through the activities on complex sentences. So let's review. Let's look at sentence number 1. Buzz turned his ankle. He could not walk fast. Here we have two separate sentences. Each one has a subject, Buzz, in the first sentence, he in the second sentence. They both have a predicate, turned his ankle for the first, could not walk fast for the second. They're not combined in any way. There's no conjunction there. They are just independent clauses. Those are simple sentences. Number 2, Buzz turned his ankle and he could not walk fast. Okay, that and with the comma should be a big red flashing light to you saying that this is a compound sentence. Buzz turned his ankle is a complete independent clause. He could not walk fast, complete independent clause. So we have a compound sentence. And the third one, although he was in pain, Buzz continued onward. Now we have the word although. That should be a flashing light for you. That's one of our subordinating conjunctions. This is going to be a complex sentence. If you look at the first part, although he was in pain, that's not a complete thought. That's not a complete sentence. That's one of those subordinating clauses. So anytime you have one of those, you know you're going to have a complex sentence.